Alright, what's going on, guys? It's GSR here, so hopefully you guys are doing well out there and stuff like that. Um, but I went against this guy, right? And it might be a girl. I don't really fucking know. This is just my opinion. It might be a guy, it might be a girl, who knows. Anyway, hopefully this video shows you a good example of like what downloading looks like. So in the beginning of the match, I just kind of went for it. Because it's just the first match, you know what I'm saying? So I was just like, okay, I'm gonna kind of go for it and just kind of be a lot more active. You understand what I'm saying? So you kind of have to have like a game plan of what your goal or your intentions are. Are you just trying to play super defensive, or like what are you trying to do, right? And I've noticed like he would go for her like bionic jump, you know, that fuck neutral special move. So I was just like, okay, well, I'm just gonna keep anti-airing you whenever I think you're gonna go for it, right? And you know, since I'm far away from her, it's pretty reactable in a sense. However, if the Jackie Briggs player was more experienced, and the person was able to time their attack a little bit better, it probably would have been a little bit complicated, knowing when they're gonna do this and do that, because he kept going directly towards me. So if you notice something, this dude, all he was trying to do was overhead lows, and he did one combo string and that's it. Or he'll do like her forward 1-2, I think it was, which I think is -4. I can't remember this game like that. I haven't even practiced in such a long time. I just went into it. I don't even care. So I'm watching what he's doing, right? And I'm showing him like, dude, I know about this, I know about that. You need to be less predictable when you're doing that shit. And I noticed every time he got knocked down and I was close enough to him, he was always going for an up 3. Or like if I was a little bit away from him, see what I'm saying? I walked backwards. He already seen me walk backwards and he still went for it. So I was like, okay, well, if he keeps doing it, I'm just gonna mess him up. So I was curious to see how long he was gonna keep this up, right? So after I got done winning this match, right? And that rising star was a response to him possibly pressing another button, because if you notice, he tends to press another button, or she tends to press another button. Like I said, I don't know. But if you notice, I'm reacting to the bionic dash because he's getting desperate. Like he's kind of mashing a bit. And I was noticing that, so I was just like, okay, well, I'm just going to be patient from now on, but I'm going to wait it out, right? And you're going to see in the next match, right, I just let him go ham. I just let him go crazy. It looked like I just got my ass completely destroyed. But then when you see the next match, you're going to be like, oh, okay, that makes sense. And if you notice, I'm showing him without even punishing him completely, like, bro, you need to stop doing it. So I'm like, wow, he's still up 3 to me. I'm like, this guy really just is YOLOing it. You know what I'm saying? So her up 3 is incredibly short ranged, right? And it's like Liu Kang's up 3. I think Liu Kang's up 3 has a little bit more range, but like an inch or two. And I'm sitting here and I'm showing him like, bro, like you need to be smart on when throwing out that projectile. You know what I mean? And he did throw projectiles at me, like the snails and shit, which you'll see that eventually if you haven't seen it already. But I'm also talking about her knockoff dash punch that Jax has. And he just, if you notice, he's just mashing. Right? And to a lot of players, you might think to yourself, well, how the hell do I beat a masher? It's very simple. You basically just need to go for a mid. You need to check their frame data on that poke or whatever the case may be, or go for a poke of your own and go for a mid. Because if she's mashing, right, highs typically get beat out by like pokes and shit. So they can, because they're already super low to the ground. So it's very easy for them to kind of like abuse this situation. And if you notice, he just wouldn't chill the fuck out. Every time he went for something like a combo string or a normal, he was pressing a whole nother button. See what I'm saying? And I'm sitting here and I'm just like, okay, so this guy is like, and if you notice, I'm not really responding like that. You know what I mean? Not like I did in the first round where I was responding a tad bit. So the whole point of this video, really, because I'm kind of rambling on at this point, is like pay attention to the details, right? In this. See how I'm like responding to him and letting him know like you need to chill. Now, ironically enough, it just started lagging all of a sudden, which I thought was pretty interesting. But pay attention. He keeps doing the same shit, right? And I'm sitting here the whole time confused, like, why do you keep doing that? Like, I'm punishing you in the neutral. Not only that, I'm paying attention to what you are doing to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was doing anything in his power to like destroy my character. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully you guys you know, get some good insight on like what just happened because he just got downloaded. Basically, pay attention to what your opponent's doing, and if they keep doing it and they don't have appropriate responses to what you're doing, you know, like the reasonable ones that you trained against, then it's a clear indication that this person possibly doesn't know what they're doing, or like they don't realize that you're downloading them and you're reading them, because a player that's more experienced, they're going to figure this shit out. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Round 1, fight. Round 2, fight. Finish her.
Cut. Reset.
Deadly uppercut, take 2.
Action. Cut.
Who hired this guy? What the fuck? Deadly uppercut, take 19.
Also, keep in mind, it may look like I'm unstoppable, but I ain't really that good at all. I don't have enough time to be that good like most people. It's just me knowing what you're going to do before you do it, because you keep doing the same repetitive shit. And when you keep doing the same repetitive shit, it's pretty self-explanatory what your game plan is, or what you're going to do just in general.